every time I start a business, I bring the funding, and then there's other things I don't bring, right? So I need my operational partner to bring those things. I don't do anything alone. I have operational partners in everything that I do. I've never just decided to start my own venture by myself. I'm a big believer in operational partners because it's just going to help you be able to actually grow and create something to fruition.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, really the person who can run the business, I would say, is the most important part of the business. Somebody who brings money and no other real value it may seem like a big deal when you're the person trying to start something and you don't have the money. Somebody who comes in and says, oh yeah, I can write a check for $100,000 or $300,000 to help this business get started. That seems like a lot. Like you're like, how would I ever save $100,000? But the reality is once you get the business up and running and start making money, then what they added at the beginning is not any longer, they're not bringing any more value, right? Now you're doing all the work, you're there every day, you're running things, you're growing things, and now the money is a lot less critical, but they're still taking their 50% of the profits or whatever the agreement was. And a lot of times that starts to build resentment. And so it's one of the reasons I think the best partnerships are formed when both partners are contributing equally for the long term, and the business needs both partners to succeed. When one person just writes a check and then walks away and the other person does all the work, it rarely turns into a successful long-term partnership because it's unequal. It's the same as romantic partnerships or friendships. When one person is more invested than the other person, it rarely works out well. And in this case, the person doing the work is the one more invested. You might think the one that put the money in is more invested, but that money didn't mean much to them. They could have lived without it. It wasn't a big deal, and that's all they contributed. And time and effort and skill is much more valuable in my mind. So if you're the person with the skills and you're gonna run the business, try to look for money that you can pay back and then be clear of. Because if you're taking on a partner who's going to be a part owner but not involved and all they did was give you the money, sooner or later that's going to be a partnership that falls apart, I think.